Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. It is hump day. We hope you're getting your day off to a great start. I'm Dave C., and we're going to get you going here. Get your coffee going here, and let's all have a drink of coffee together and get that day started. Let's go with the news. Sexual misconduct allegations leave a swath of Los Angeles County without representation in the Capitol. This is out of Sacramento and the LA Times. For Martha Camacho Rodriguez, a special education teacher and a trustee of Cerritos Community College, a monthly education roundtable convened by her assembly member provided crucial insight into legislation, grant opportunities, and other important things happened in Sacramento. This month, she was hoping for an update about the state budget and a chance to pitch a bill on aiding families of children killed by law enforcement. But the meeting was abruptly canceled when her legislature, Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia, Democrat from Bell Gardens, announced she would take an unpaid leave for an investigation into allegations of sexual misconduct. Camacho Rodriguez and other residents of a swath of southeastern Los Angeles County now find themselves with the unhappy distinction of being without representative in both the state, Senate, and Assembly. Their legislatures, Garcia and Senator Tony Mendoza, Democrat out of Artesia, both have gone on leave after facing public allegations of improper conduct. Outside investigators concluded it was more likely than not that Mendoza made unwanted, flirtatious, or sexually suggestive advances towards 6 women as state senator and during her past tenure in the assembly. This was according to a report released Tuesday afternoon. His Senate colleagues are set to consider the report's findings and potential disciplinary action later this week. Both accused lawmakers find themselves on uncharted terrain over how much, if at all, they can perform their duties while under investigation, and their constituents face uncertainty about who's advocating for their interest in Sacramento. It's a district that is very low maintenance, but very, very high need. It definitely needs a legislature that is on the ball from day one. And out of Fox News, Florida House aide fired after claiming Florida shooting survivors are actors. An aide to Florida House lawmaker was fired Tuesday after he said that Parkland students who were speaking out on gun control after Wednesday's mass shooting were paid actors. Benjamin Kelly, the aide to Republican Representative Sean Harrison, emailed Tampa Bay Times reporter Alex Leary to claim the 2 Stoneman Douglas students who appeared on CNN weren't actually survivors of the attack. Both kids in the pictures are not students here, but actors that travel to various crises when they happen, Kelly reportedly emailed the newspaper. When the Tampa Bay reporter asked for proof, the House aide sent a follow-up email claiming the same student who appeared on CNN, David Hogg, was in another state hundreds of miles away. Following Harrison's post, Kelly wrote on Twitter that he's been terminated from the State House because he tried to inform a reporter of information relating to his story regarding a school shooting. That was not my responsibility. I meant no disrespect to the students or parents of Parkland. The aide added that Representative Harrison is an honest and respectable man. In no way should he be held responsible for my errant judgment. Kelly's Twitter account was later taken down. A police officer was shot and killed Tuesday night in Mobile, Alabama, and the suspect also died after barricading himself in a home. The slain officer was identified as Justin Billa, Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste said. Batiste identified the shooter as Robert Holly. The incident began when a woman was found dead in the middle of the road in Mobile Tuesday night. Police quickly identified Holly, the slain woman's ex-husband, as a person of interest in that killing, and went to a home in a neighborhood associated with Holly. Billa and other officers were establishing a perimeter around Holly's residence when Billa was shot, police said. After shooting Billa, Holly barricaded himself in the home at approximately 12:30 a.m. local time as SWAT units descended on the area, police said. The barricade situation ended approximately 2 hours later. Chief Batiste said his officers fired shots at the suspect, but it was unclear if he died from those shots or self-inflicted gunshots. The slain woman's daughter, Octavia Polens, identified her mother as Fonda Polens, said there was bad blood between the two. He didn't love my mama, the daughter reportedly said. Billa, who'd been an officer since January 2016, won the MPD's Police Officer of the Month award in June 2016. Officers were seen early Wednesday embracing and consoling each other outside University of South Alabama Medical Center before Billa's death was announced. 12 other officers have been killed deliberately in the line of duty so far this year, according to a tally on Officer Down Memorial page. In 2017, 52 officers were intentionally killed, including 46 who died by gunfire, according to the website. And on that note, we want to take a moment of silence and share our prayers and thoughts for Officer Billa, who died in the line of duty. Our sympathies and sorrows are extended to the family, police, and first responders of that town. In other news headlines this morning, President Trump urges ban on gun modifiers such as bump stocks in response to last week's school massacre in Parkland, Florida. Democrats are taking heat from key financial donors for their midterm strategy targeting Trump and his tax plan. Could Michael Flynn be rethinking his guilty plea in Robert Mueller's Russia probe? North Korea cancels a meeting with Vice President Pence scheduled at the Winter Olympics, the Trump administration says. The annual Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC as it's known, begins Wednesday in Maryland. Trump and other top Republicans are expected to speak. And with that, we'll be coming right back. So stay with us. This is Dave C. We are live, Indiana Radio 267/Brownsburg. And don't forget that we are also available live on Indiana Radio 267/Brownsburg on Facebook. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.